Elkton's Trenton Halstead fights the Camas Valley defense to gain yardage during the second half in Camas Valley on Saturday. Elkton's Spencer Moore fights through the Camas Valley front line on a rushing play during the second half in Camas Valley on Saturday. Moore finished with 64 yards rushing. Elkton's Spencer Moore runs the ball against Camas Valley during the second half in Camas Valley on Saturday. Camas Valley's Rylan Brown, bottom, and Ryan Wickham bring down Elkton running back Trenton Halstead during the first half in Camas Valley on Saturday. Elkton quarterback Austin Luzier looks to pass downfield during the second half against Camas Valley in Camas Valley on Saturday. Camas Valley's Rylan Brown, 13, and Ryan Wickham bring down Elkton running back Trenton Halstead during the first half in Camas Valley on Saturday. The Hornets won the Special District 2 West game, 52-6. Camas Valley running back Justin Stanley fights through Elkton defenders for a gain during the second half in Camas Valley on Saturday. Elkton's Trenton Halstead carries the ball against Camas Valley in Camas Valley on Saturday. Elkton's Spencer Moore runs for a gain against Camas Valley during the second half in Camas Valley on Saturday. Elkton's Trenton Halstead carries the ball against Camas Valley in Camas Valley on Saturday. Camas Valley's Justin Stanley carries the ball in for a 39-yard touchdown on a reception against Elkton in Camas Valley on Saturday. Camas Valley's Bryson Wolf reaches for a pass during the second half against Elkton in Camas Valley on Saturday. Camas Valley's Ryan Wickham carries the ball in for a 15-yard touchdown during the second quarter against Elkton in Camas Valley on Saturday. Wickham was the game's leading rusher with 86 yards. Elkton's Tristan Woody, right, can't in the end Camas Valley receiver Rosie Brown from lunging into the lastly zone for a 25-yard touchdown in the third quarter in Camas Valley on Saturday. Camas Valley, the Camas Valley football team, missing two key starters, didn't play to its potential last week on the road and the result was a 14-point non-league loss to Triad. But the Hornets came out determined Saturday against Elkton in their home opener, beginning Special District 2 West 8-man play with a 52-6 romp on an ideal autumn afternoon. Camas Valley, 3-1, 1-0 West, enter the contest number 8 and Elkton, 2-1, 0-1, number 9 in the OZA Class 1A Power Rankings. Senior quarterback Ryland Brown atoned for a subpar performance last week, completing 16 of 21 passes for 281 yards and 5 touchdowns. The 5'4", 135-pounder also scored on a sneak from the one to give the Hornets the lead for good with 7:10 left in the first quarter. The Hornets finished with 514 yards total offense and didn't turn the ball over. "I'm pretty excited about the win," said CV senior running back/linebacker Ryan Wickham. "That Triad game wasn't a good game. Our offense wasn't there. The coaches, when they get on us, it helps motivate us." Elkton coach Bill Shaw, who felt the Hornets were a notch or two above everyone else in the league heading into the season, hasn't changed his mind. "No, that's a good football team," Shaw said. "They came out and did exactly what I expected. It's good to play tough teams. Sometimes you learn more from a loss than a win. I have a lot of confidence in these kids. I think we're going to be successful down the route." The Hornets led 20-0 at halftime, but coach Eli Wolf wasn't overly enthused about what he saw. He credited his team's performance in the second half, when it scored 4 touchdowns. "The first half was pretty lethargic and I kind of let them know how I felt at halftime," the coach said. "I liked the way they came out and responded in the second half. They did their jobs, and did exactly what I thought they would do. Offensively, we clicked better today." Wickham was CV's leading rusher with 86 yards on 7 carries, including a 15-yard TD run that gave the Hornets a 20-0 advantage with 8:53 remaining in the second quarter. Bryson Wolf caught 6 passes for 132 yards and 2 TDs for the Hornets. His scoring plays went 60 and 33 yards. Rosie Brown made 3 receptions for 56 yards and 2 scores. The TD passes from his older brother covered 33 and 25 yards. Justin Stanley had the other TD reception, catching a 39-yarder with 5:02 left in the third period. "Having Stanley back changes a lot of stuff," Eli Wolf said. It allows me to put Bryson, Wolf, back at lastly it makes us not so one-dimensional. The Elks had 220 yards total offense. Junior quarterback Austin Luzier completed 7 of 16 passes for 76 yards, while Spencer Moore rushed for 64 yards on 14 carries. Elkton avoided the shutout by scoring on the game's final play, getting a 5-yard TD run from Trenton Halstead. Bryson Wolf made 12 tackles and Wickham was in on 11 stops to lead the Hornets' defense. "I'm pretty sure it was the defense," replied Wickham, when asked which.